Hello, car lovers driving the 2025 BMW i5 xDrive E40. So that's a mouthful. What is this car? What is this about? It's basically the new 5 Series. The 5 Series is now available in electric or gas, so you have the choice. First, an overview. The BMW i5 is a midsize electric luxury sedan. The 5 Series comes in 4 variants. The first two are a gas-powered 5 Series and an electric i5, which is our tester. The other two are fully electric or plug-in M models. I will focus on our tester, the all-electric i5. 389 horsepower, 400 pounds of torque, a 1-speed automatic, all-wheel drive. This is the xDrive 40. The M60 is available with 50% more horsepower. Our tester weighs almost 5,000 pounds. The battery is at 84.3 kilowatt hour with max DC charging at 205 kilowatts, which means 10 to 80% charge in 30 minutes. Level 2 charging is 48 amps. This is a 5.5 second 0 to 60 car. Range is about slightly over 400 kilometers, which is okay, but cannot compare with Tesla Model S, for example. Our tester has a base price of $83,700, but when you add the options such as the must-have advanced driving assistant package and the premium essential package, which gives you the Bowers & Wilkins sound system plus a few more options, it tops out at $100,000 quickly. That sounds about right. Key highlights are, despite being an electric vehicle, the interior quality feels like $100,000. This is not the case with other electric vehicles. The various features such as the heads-up display, incredible seats, innovative interior design, and general competency. This does not feel like a science experiment. It feels like an electric car designed by serious car manufacturers and less software developers. Its main flaw is the lack of interior space, and depending on your needs, the 400-kilometer range may be a bit limited in this price range. So we're back. So this is the quintessential mid-size luxury sports sedan. I'm feeling it looks the size of a 7 Series of not that long ago. I mean, that's kind of amazing. It's on the outside, at least, it's really big. And the first thing I noticed when I got into this car is how usually BMW is an excellent packaging company, which means to say when their vehicle kind of like very big on the inside versus what it looks like on the outside. Here it's kind of the opposite. It is not that roomy on the inside. Here in front, I'm feeling almost, I don't want to say 3 Series, but I'm feeling less space than I thought I would normally get. Sitting behind myself, I am fine. Sitting behind Ross, I don't think it's going to work. This is a mid-size sedan. One of the key roles of the mid-size sedan is to offer a lot more space than its compact siblings. So I'm not sure BMW scores a home run on that level. Apart from that, that's the only major criticism. The previous 5 Series, which I thought was probably one of the most successful sedan stylings ever. All right, it was so good looking. It was really had this transporter look. For those of you who are older, it was really good stuff. No longer the case. The new BMW stylings look expensive, look very power suit type, but they're less sexy than they used to be. And I'm saying this for the look of this vehicle. It looks in person just like it does on camera. All right, blocky, power, prestigious, BMW. You know, you recognize it as a BMW. I think these vehicles, you've got to splash that brand when you're buying a 5 Series. This is definitely when you're buying a BMW 5 Series, you are telling the world you've made it. Right? That's really what this is. I think you get that vibe from this vehicle. However, is it sexy? I'm not ready to say that. Low profile wheels are misleading. This is a very comfortable ride. I am in the Laval, which is, let's face it, the prestige of Laval has gone down in the last 2 decades, and we can see it in the road work. There's blue cones, there's orange cones everywhere. I haven't been in Laval in a long time. And I just go to the movie theater once in a while, but it's just, wow, it's handling Laval. I see a lot of BMWs in Laval, right? So I think the suspension will handle the Laval's lack of infrastructure reinvestment very easily. It's not just Montreal. So comments about this interior. Nice panoramic roof. Very small front window. I'm kind of surprised by that. And the visibility is not, it's good. It's not great. On the rear sides, very good. Rear 3/4, very good. So that is fine. Just the front window I find is a little bit small. When you open and close doors, super quality feeling here. The quality materials, pretty darn good, I'd say. Nice design quality of this interior. Really nice. Just this door is so beautiful. You have this line of light that goes all around the vehicle, and they've incorporated some like design into it, like some angles. It's very nice. Different use of colors, of materials and textures here. The only flaw with this interior, I would say, is this shitty piano black horizontal surface, like center console. I mean, I don't understand why BMW would do that. I mean, if you like counting specks of dust, I mean, this is the perfect interior for this center console. Is perfect for that, and it's unbecoming of a $100,000 vehicle. This is what this vehicle costs, by the way, at least the model we're driving. The M steering wheel is simply the best steering wheel on the entire planet. All right, I don't care what manufacturer you are. This is number one. It feels so good. It feels positive in hand. The design is beautiful. It's even a flat bottom, and I normally don't like flat bottom, but because it's BMW, I like flat bottom steering wheels now. So that's really funny stuff. Nice heads-up display. This infotainment, it's very nice. It's got bright colors. It pops, and nice contrast, and it's complicated as hell to navigate in. And very snappy response, and that's what I have to say about this. It's like this with all BMWs. I don't understand car reviewers who keep saying that these infotainments are easy to navigate, and they're crazy. They're I don't know which planet they're living on, and they're geeks, right? I mean, they're car geeks, and it doesn't really apply to the normal population. I will say though, nice touch to put some buttons here so that we can come back to the familiar functions, like for example navigation. So that's nice, or the menu. Or actually the home button, I should rather say. So very good BMW. The seats are a work of art. They're so comfortable. The leather quality on this vehicle, this tester, is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's mind-boggling. So this is where you feel your 100 grand. I would argue it's almost not overpriced. It does have like a low 400 kilometer range, which is way less than the Tesla Model S. I would say that's where the advantage of Tesla ends. I think with a small advantage for the autopilot, but a bigger advantage than it used to be. And Tesla's range, and maybe has a little bit more acceleration versus this model, I would say probably the BMW is better in every other respect. All right, so if you're gonna lease, I mean, this is a no-brainer versus, let's say, the Tesla Model S. And I say that as a Tesla owner, and I'm not trying to bash on Tesla, but that's just what it is. I mean, sooner or later, the manufacturers are catching up, I find, in a certain sense. The drive experience is very quiet. The materials quality is very high level. This is basically a cocoon of luxury, all right? We've been driving around Ross all over the place, and I can't, for the life of me, hear what's going on outside of the vehicle. It's so quiet in here. It's unbelievable. I mean, you could be talking at this level with the passengers in back, and they would hear me perfectly, and they could reply at this level. And what is the advantage of a quiet interior? Well, you have a Bowers & Wilkins sound system. You don't have to turn it up to the max to enjoy the sound quality, because all other noises are suppressed. I've noticed when you're in a noisy car, you have a tendency to jack up the volume a little bit more. You have a tendency to raise the volume, and that's the low-level experience, right? Raising the volume to drown out the other sounds. Whereas when it's whisper quiet like this is very good. So you feel your $100,000 on the insulation. You feel your $100,000 just in the feeling of quality. You're feeling your $100,000 on the acceleration. You're feeling your $100,000 in these seats. These seats could be in a $150,000 car, and no one would complain. So in a sense, that's a tremendous value. The workmanship, the craftsmanship, everything is so well put together here. You feel the quality, and I think that's important. On the exterior too, you feel the quality. See, everything is well lined up. It's almost like cut out from a giant piece of metal. So BMW, very high level. You can see that I've said this now. I've been saying this now for 3 decades almost. I mean, I really feel that BMWs are fighting for your money. I mean, the Bavarian Motor Works is just, these people just don't stop, right? They're working on it all the time, and competition doesn't faze them. Interiors are nicer with Audi, we'll make a nice interior. Tesla's gone electric, we're going electric. They're unstoppable. And I get this feeling every time I drive a BMW. It's made me want to buy a BMW actually over the last 2-3 car reviews I've made with this manufacturer. High level stuff. You're going to say, wow, Christopher, you're really a BMW fanboy. You could say that. I think that's a fair statement. However, I am a fanboy not because of the brand, but because of the qualities behind the brand. And that's the review. So on the lease, I think it has to be a top 2 of this and whatever else you're buying. On the purchase, no thanks. I mean, I make more money now than I ever had in my life, and which is not that much, but it's certainly a lot better when I was a student. And I remember going to the garage and paying the garage for work done on my car. Always pisses me off. It pisses me off to no end. And I can tell you right now, I have no desire to go to BMW Laval and pay, I don't know, it must be now, maybe $200 an hour for service on my vehicle. So I like to keep this under warranty and give the key back when I'm done, and that is it. No, don't feel like spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 at the service center. And so highly, highly recommendable on the lease, and that is the review. By the way, if you like this review, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe, and that is it.